Right now at 6, a Trempealeau County pharmacy closing its doors. How the community is reacting.
Plus, concert tickets getting more complicated to buy. The warning from local venues.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. A sudden pharmacy closure is leaving a Trempealeau County community without easy access to their prescriptions.
News 8 Now's Grace Monk joins us in the newsroom. Grace, what seems to be the dilemma?
The Galesville pharmacy is set to close on February 13th, forcing residents to leave the city to get their prescriptions. The Galesville pharmacy is closing for good.
It's a tough blow, obviously, for a small town.
That's according to a notice posted on their doors. Residents say the news comes as a surprise.
I was in yesterday to pick up some prescriptions and I just saw the sign and I said, oh, I'm so sad to hear that.
Pharmacy staff told News 8 Now their parent company, Hometown Pharmacy, made the decision. The location is the only pharmacy in the city of Galesville.
I'm not happy about it because that means you got to go to Holman or Winona.
There's no pharmacy in Ettrick, so it's nice that there's one here in town. Run my errands, then go home and not have to go to La Crosse.
According to the notice, staff can help customers transfer their prescriptions to a different pharmacy. But one city council member says that accessing a new pharmacy could be difficult for some residents.
Some people might not have access to transportation, or they may be elderly, homebound, and so it's going to be a segment of the population that goes unserved.
Carlson says the city doesn't have a solution, but wants residents to reach out with their concerns.
That is helpful to us to determine if there maybe is a role for us either in facilitating something or trying to, find some solutions for people to be able to still get their meds.
News 8 Now reached out to Hometown Pharmacy for comment. We're still waiting to hear back. In the newsroom, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Grace. A Black River Falls man is charged with 35 counts related to child pornography and bestiality. Police arrested 22-year-old Peyton Little George Deitzler January 7th after executing a search warrant. Investigators say he shared and received child pornography on online platforms, including images of children as young as 3 years old. He could receive up to 25 years in prison and $100,000 in fines. His next court appearance is February 16th.
Developing news tonight, thousands of Verizon Wireless customers are affected by a network outage. According to Down Detector, more than 180,000 users are reporting outages nationwide, with many saying their device was limited to SOS mode. The outage starting around 11 a.m. The company says some of its servers remain down, leaving customers without access to voice and data services. Users also reported issues with AT&T and T-Mobile.
Fire crews responding to a structure fire in Madera early this morning. Officials say the fire started in a detached garage in the backyard. When crews responded, no one was in the shed and all residents were accounted for. The primary residence remains fully intact, but the garage is being considered a total loss. No word on what caused the fire, and it is still under investigation.
Wisconsin's child care subsidy program is in the spotlight after the feds froze funding in several states over fraud concerns. The Department of Children and Families held a briefing today to discuss reforms Wisconsin made after the 2009 Cashing In on Kids investigation and the recent steps to prevent fraud.
If we think that there's intentional and fraudulent activity, there's also going to be penalties and recoupments. We're going to recoup the money that is an improper payment, a transactional error. And if we think those improper payments are fraudulent, there could be legal and prosecutorial actions as well.
The federal government froze child care funding in states like Minnesota, Illinois, and California following reports of widespread fraud. Wisconsin was not on that list.
The La Crosse Main Library is wrapping up a $3 million renovation project. The project was funded through a state grant awarded in the fall of 2024. It includes new large and small meeting rooms, a new creation space, and an updated computer lab.
To pick, a lot of the finishes and the surfaces and some of the new furnishings, and all of that was very fun, but seeing it come to life in our space has been extremely rewarding.
Officials say a soft opening is planned for the first week of February, followed by a grand opening in March.
On the 11th, I believe.
On the 11th, that's
Yep.
right.
In the meantime, I know you're disappointed. Even it was forecasted, so you knew this was
I knew
coming.
this was happening.
Temperatures essentially cut in half from
Yeah.
what we saw earlier this week, Greg.
Yeah, pretty much it was. I mean, you look at the temperatures we had today, pretty nice actually for January if you consider it, but when you've dealt with 40s and 50s almost for a couple days, it's definitely colder. Now, these are misleading because this is actually the temperatures at midnight or just early this morning. So technically they are the high temperatures, but it's not what you've seen. So we had another day of above average temperatures, but for most of the day we were in the 20s because we had a lot of wind with the cold air coming behind it. Currently all the areas are pretty much into the teens, low teens, mid-teens, maybe a few upper single digits, but the wind has started to come down, but still it's about 15 miles per hour to a little bit higher, depending on where we are. And you can see over the last couple hours, the wind speeds have gradually decreased, but still we got some speeds out there. So there's a little bit of a wind chill as you get into single digits above and below zero. But overall, that has begun to decrease, and that'll be the trend. Overall, still clear skies, calm conditions. Really not bad for January. Just we haven't seen these temperatures in quite a while. Getting at 10 p.m. we're about 8 degrees at Eau Claire, and very similar to La Crosse. The winds have died down. They will continue. So your feel-like temperatures will still be above zero, getting back to 14 under clear skies too. Now we do have more snow and even colder conditions. All that cold air we saw in December, those temperatures, it's going to feel more like that probably for the next week, maybe even beyond that too. So we'll explain that all a bit later.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Well, local venues say buying tickets for events has become a little more complicated for fans.
News 8 Now's Jadius McGee explains what they're seeing.
This is one of the places where tickets sell fast, but then you say more and more of those tickets are being bought up instantly before fans even get the chance. Local venues say automated buying tools and third-party resale sites are making it tough for fans to know if the tickets they're buying are fair priced and legitimate. Many venues work with Ticketmaster, which uses bot detection and ticket limiting tools. But organizers say those protections don't always stop a bad purchase.
Every show, I have people that come up to the box office and say, I paid $400 for this ticket and it's not even a real ticket. That's because they bought from a scalper, so that makes disappointment for them, and it makes it hard for us to handle.
Organizers say when fans buy outside of official platforms, they take on more risk and are often left stuck without a refund and without a seat. Venues recommend checking official box offices first and being cautious if using third-party sites. Reporting in La Crosse, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
Developing in Minnesota, protests continue across Minneapolis as we hit the 1-week mark from when an ICE officer shot and killed Renee Good. At least 6 prosecutors at the Minneapolis U.S. Attorney's Office have resigned. Sources say one reason is pressure from the Trump administration to investigate Renee Good's widow.
Well, it just confirms what I've been seeing for days here, which is the Justice Department and the Department of Homeland Security have no interest or no intention in accurately, in an unbiased way, investigating exactly what happened.
Sources tell CBS News the Justice Department declined to conduct a civil rights investigation into the shooting.
Happening around the state, the Madison Police Department is requesting a formal review of the deadly Abundant Life Christian school shooting. The review will evaluate the response to the incident with focus on coordination between agencies. Madison's Chief of Police, John Patterson, says the review is not about blame, but about learning and improving. A potentially deadly cheese recall to tell you about. Pecorino Romano cheese products sold in Wisconsin have been reclassified to the highest hazard level. It's due to a possible exposure to listeria. Brands include Sam's Club, Boar's Head, and Locatelli. Still to come tonight, how a new furry friend is helping people at the Monroe County Courthouse.
And La Crosse's League of Women Voters hosting a luncheon. What they discussed and how you can get involved.
The Home Furniture Galleries offer quality and distinctive styles, from the sophisticated designs of our fine furniture gallery, the contemporary city flair of Uptown, and the artistry of heirloom furniture in the Amish Craftsman collection. Whatever your lifestyle, there's no place like home.
This cozy season, we invite all of our neighbors to make their bathroom the coziest room in their home. With quick installs and a lifetime warranty, we bring quality upgrades right to your doorstep. And we won't just leave you there. Our experienced team will be there every step of the way. Plus, with our easy financing available, you're able to get the comfort you want today on a budget that works for you. So upgrade your cozy room this season with River Valley Remodelers. River Valley Remodelers. Improve your home, build our community.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Bag huge savings with these hot deals at Menards. All prices after 15% bag sale discount. A 50-ounce hand soap refill is just $4.88. Tub and tile silicone sealant, only $5.49. Get an 8-pack of dental dog treats for just $5.89. A 10-pack of bird suet cakes, only $8.49. Hurry, these great deals won't last long. Sign up for Menards emails to get the weekly flyer, plus exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
Home Sleep Express presents Avocado, handcrafted mattresses made with organic materials. Right now, pay no interest for 5 years. Plus, get free white glove delivery, setup, and a 120-night guarantee when you spend $12.99. Avocado organic mattresses at Home Sleep Express.
A four-legged friend is bringing comfort to the Monroe County courtroom.
News 8 Now's Brooklyn Hines shows us how a special dog is making a difference.
Walking into court can be one of the most stressful times in someone's life, but Layla is here to help with that. Deputy Jones gets to do something many wish they could, bring his dog to work. Layla is a Doberman rescue, and Deputy Jones says her calm demeanor makes her the perfect companion for victims inside the courtroom.
I rescued her in June of 2024 and been working with the Sheriff's Department to try and start a facility dog. I did pet therapy at the Toma VA for several years with 2 different Dobermans, and what they do for people is fabulous.
Now, Layla's job is an important one, providing comfort to victims in sensitive cases.
For victims of sensitive crimes, they're coming in, they don't know what to expect, they're nervous. Most people, once they see a dog, kind of are distracted from what they're there for.
The Monroe County Court has welcomed several therapy dogs over the years, all helping people find a sense of calm when they need it most.
And they're able to pet the dog and interact with the dog. A lot of times the dog likes to play with people. Of course, people smile as soon as they see the dog.
Deputy Jones says the job means just as much to Layla as it does to those she helps.
I think she appreciates it. Some of the other dogs I have at home are a little jealous, and it's really grateful that the Sheriff's Department is allowing me to do this.
Reporting in Monroe County, Brooklyn Hine, News 8 Now.
The League of Women Voters holding a civic engagement luncheon at the waterfront today. Town of Campbell Supervisor Lee Donahue and La Crosse County Supervisor Margaret Lawson gave keynote remarks. They highlighted the importance of government on the local level and critical issues facing the community.
When people are frustrated about issues and they feel like they're not making any difference and their elected officials aren't listening to them, at the local level, these are the people who live in your community. These are the people you see at the grocery store. They may live down the street from you. It's easy for you to make a call, to go to a meeting.
The League holds luncheons every month with varying themes.
We will have more news ahead.
But first.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you want the snow back, we got it. It's coming back, and the wind and temperatures that will be more of what we would expect in January. So we'll time out the snow, show you how much we'll get, and what those temperatures look like for the weekend. That all coming up on your First One Weather Update after the break.
Whether you have a design emergency or just want to shop the best furniture showroom in the area, the January clearance sale at International Furniture is the best time to buy high-quality furniture with savings up to 70% off retail price on select floor samples. International Furniture, I-90 Exit 2, La Crosse.
Did you touch the thermostat? Did you turn it up?
Of course not. Did somebody fiddle with the thermostat?
Dude, it's 85 degrees.
85? Do you have any idea what a couple degrees will do to our gas bill?
Why is it so hot here?
Someone turned up the heat.
What do you think you're doing?
I like to sleep with my window open.
You are not supposed to touch a thermostat.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
one always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
What home improvement delivers the highest return on investment? A new garage door. And the perfect door is a genuine overhead door, made to last right here in the USA for over 100 years. Overhead Door has been the leader in exceptional design and quality materials installed by trained, experienced professionals. Find your perfect door. Visit our showroom or go online to choose from an endless array of styles, colors, and accents. From our family to yours, Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region.
Whether you have a design emergency or just want to shop the best furniture showroom in the area, the January clearance sale at International Furniture is the best time to buy high-quality furniture with savings up to 70% off retail price on select floor samples. International Furniture, I-90 Exit 2, La Crosse.
We're going into the coldest part of the year. Typically, on average, the high temperature bottoms out about mid to about end of January. Right there, it posts about 27. You go further north, this is about average for the area. So further north you go, you could drop that by a couple degrees. But for the next week and a half, this is where we should be the coldest going into early February. Now, we are going to get to some cold temperatures that we haven't seen for a while, but definitely not any record-breaking or really historical type cold for this time of year, just back to where we should. Really, the high pressure settling overhead and all the winds associated with the cold front to the overhead that we had passing last night has pushed to the east. You can see all the lake effect snow out there. Here's our system to the north. This is another Clipper-like system, more typical what we would see in January. They kind of come through with a little bit of light snow, winds, and colder temps behind it, and they come through several at a time. And this is one that'll be diving southeast starting later tonight and pushing through the area, followed by more. Now, overnight temperatures, we have a few places that could drop below zero briefly before we see more clouds later in the night. So that opportunity is, but overall, all these other temperatures are pretty typical for the middle of January. The winds will decrease, so wind chill won't be a factor too. And once again, we'll have increasing clouds. And now tomorrow, our temperatures will climb all the way through the afternoon and continue to climb to the evening. So tracking out the snow, morning commute, no issues to speak of. We'll have temperatures pretty much dry conditions. Here's the cloud cover and the precipitation that will start to form, and it's kind of a bands of light snow, and the more further north you go, the better opportunity. So by noon, I would expect to see some of this activity already in Eau Claire, all the way stretching down to La Crosse. Once again, not widespread light snow, but it will be snow showers occasionally through the afternoon. We'll see a break. You see right there about 3 to 4, that first wave associated kind of with a weak frontal boundary will kind of push to the east. So we'll see a break, and this break between about 5 to 8 or 8-ish is when we could see a little bit of freeze and drizzle mixed in, because our temperatures, as noted, are going to be climbing all the way to the mid to upper 20s. By this point, even warmer. As you see, by 9 p.m., we're in the mid to upper 20s, so we're continuing to climb. The snow will then reappear eventually at some point after 7. This is, I think, when you'll see the most snowfall, or the better shot to see more widespread snow from about 8 to about 2 a.m. The winds will start turning around. Our high temperature tomorrow will likely be just after midnight, once again into the 30s. The snow will kind of push east. For the most part, I think the Friday morning commute won't see a lot of snow, but the wind will begin to pick up. Temperatures still very mild for this time of year to see it in the morning, but they will continue to fall through the afternoon as additional rounds of precipitation, as you can see right there, will swing through the area during the afternoon and evening hours. So more snow showers on Friday, but the bigger story will be falling temperatures and a lot more wind. And the snow chance will continue on Saturday as we continue to see moisture wrap around throughout the day on Saturday as the cold air continues to push into the area. So not a lot of amounts. This is for a 3-day period. The numbers kind of got out of the way. So we're talking Friday all the way through Saturday. Technically 1 to 3, maybe 2 to 4, but it's a 3-day period. So not a significant amount of snow, just a lot of snow over a slower period. Wind chills going Friday evening activities. We will be falling, and the wind chills will likely be sub-zero as you go into Friday evening. And the temperatures continue to fall through the weekend. Nothing crazy, but still the teens, and we have more snow throughout Saturday and Sunday, and we get colder even Monday before we start kind of modifying our temperatures and getting closer to average by the second half of next week. So all in all, it's not really a bad mid-January forecast. It's just we haven't had this in a while. That's why. That makes it a little colder than it is.
Yeah, got to reacquaint ourselves with the January cold. Thanks,
True.
Greg. Coming up next in sports, hear from the hero. The Badgers able to pull out a thrilling victory over their rival to the west last night. Find out why John Blackwell was ready for the moment. Plus, the News 8 Play of the Week nominees return. Jacob is next.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get a total value of over $6,100 on this Sierra 1500 model. Plus get $3,000 trade allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Out with the olds and in with the new at Wesco in Sparta. Grab amazing deals with discounts up to 50% off. Floor models, overstocks, and slightly blemished items must go. So incredible, even I can't believe the savings. Our team is ready to help you find the perfect piece for your home. Hurry, these deals won't last long. Head to Wesco in Sparta. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And remember to tell them Peyton sent you.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and U.S. Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
No matter where I seat my guests, they seem to like the kitchen best. A kitchen's the heart of the home. It should be warm and welcoming. It should be attractive and functional. But it can be a real challenge unless you come here where you can meet with a designer, find all of the products that you need, and trust the project to our carpenters, plumbers, and electricians. For kitchens, bathrooms, and other home improvements, put your trust in the Board Store Home Improvements. Contact us today.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, what a college basketball game in Minneapolis last night. Had everything from spectacular individual performances to nerve-wracking moments down the stretch, and then John Blackwell delivered in crunch time. Nolan Winter missed a pair of free throws that would have more than likely sealed the deal, just adding to the drama. But in the end, the Badgers star guard had his best moment in a Wisconsin jersey with a pull-up three from the wing to send the Badgers home happy. He says in a situation like that, when others might not know how to react, he does not flinch.
All I thought about was like just my previous playing days. Always when a guy hits a shot to tie it up or to go up, the instant reaction sometimes for a player to do is just drop your head and just be like, dang, like, you know, that's a heartbreaker, you know, when he hits that. But, you know, when I started growing up, I was taught to go get the ball and go get a shot up.
And that shot lifted Greg Gard's team to their 10th consecutive victory over the Golden Gophers. And rightfully, that shot was #1 on the SportsCenter Top 10 plays today. But now let's go through our News 8 Play of the Week nominees. Getting things started, this is GET Melman's Peyton Craig back on Monday with the fireman's carry executed to perfection. She would later lock up the pin at the Black River Falls Scramble. At #2, the DeSoto girls are rolling as of late on the hardwood, and here Maria Garcia gets the steal, goes up ahead to Kylie Venner, who finishes over the defender in a dominant Pirate win over North Crawford. More defense turning into offense for #3 La Crescent Hoka guard Julian Olson gets his hand in the passing lane, then turns on the Jets down the court and finishes for the &1 in what was a win over Wabasha Kellogg. Next up, what a huge win for the Viroqua girls last night over West Salem to move into first place alone in the Cooley Conference. Here, freshman Allie Chestelson showing the effort, sticking with the play, and she eventually gets the &1 opportunity herself through 4 defenders. And when I saw this one in person last, I knew it had to be included. Onalaska Lacrosse Co-op's Rylan Tomaszek with a sweet dangle to get by the defender and finishes with a sliver of an angle in the Hilltopper W. So those are the 5 for this week. To cast your vote, head to news8000.com under the sports tab, click on play of the week. Voting will be live shortly after the show. Guys, more good variety to start the year. The athletes are bringing the heat in 2026.
They sure are. I got to give it to the hockey goal. That had a lot of pace on it.
I think that's mine
It's a good
too.
one. It's a good one for sure. And they've had a few different players nominated this year because they're having a great season. So congratulations to them. And also, Ken, I like your suit today.
I like yours as well.
Not too bad. Where's your-
Tweens, I know. I didn't get the gray message.
Not on the email,
Always
Jenny.
leave me out. Jeez. All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
The Menards bag sale is here. Get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag. How much will you save? Finish up your projects or even get date night started. You're not going to want to miss this. Hurry in while there's still time to see how much you can fit in the bag. Don't miss this chance to save big at Menards. Get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag.
Save big money at Menards.
You came prepared to take on the pressure. We came prepared to give you none of that, just more out of buying a car. At Maury's West Salem Kia, you get our best price up front. No scripts, no side eyes, no 4-hour negotiations. Maury's sales team doesn't work on commission, so you get more help, less hassle. Need service? With Maury's, you get honest work done right. We even do more for our community. Get more with Maury's West Salem Kia. Visit Maury'sWestSalemKia.com.
If you have a crack like this, well, you have a problem. Today I'm learning how a cracked wall might mean your foundation is sinking.
It always points towards the area where it's sinking. For example, this corner here, we're down almost a full inch of drop.
Right, so that's going down and that's causing the crack.
Correct. And then this door, they don't even use that door anymore. It cannot open.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
All right, basically we have snow coming back in Thursday afternoon. The morning commute will be fine, and temperatures will fall on Friday. That 32 is in the morning. By the time we go back to the evening activities, we'll probably be in the teens to single digits. So return to January conditions like we should have.
Perfect summary.
Yep.
That'll do it for us at 6.
We'll see you at 10.